Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. Today we're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, chapters 258 through 260. Now, so far, Yujiro has just been stumping Baki in this fight. Baki hasn't really gotten much in. And Baki using that Mercury Whip and Yujiro negating it by flexing every possible muscle in his body has really stuck with me. That's been crazy. So, chapter 258, entitled 168 miles per hour. Exhaustion beyond the maximum point. The firmness of his muscle fibers is lost somewhere in his subconsciousness, melting away quickly. Now, in the young man's consciousness, his bones and muscle fibers have completely disappeared, leaving only a pool of liquid. But the liquid is not there anymore. It has already been vaporized. Exhaustion beyond relief. Now, wow, so digs into the ground, concrete breaks up. Cockroaches are the only creatures on Earth that can achieve this. Maximum speed right from the get-go. So you see Baki's master above him as Baki does the cockroach leap. How do you like me now, father? I worked on this so hard just for you. Dashing at you at 168 miles per hour in 1/10 of a second. The cockroach tackle. Gokiburi dash. Man, what's great though, look at Yujiro's face. You see him smiling as he's going through this glass. His hands are down like he isn't trying to counter unless this just happened that fast. Excuse me. So yeah, like I said, Yujiro's smiling, he braces himself, he stops the impact, slows himself down. You just hear them coming to a screech, coming to a halt. Man, what a clash. Tokugawa goes, ooh, I can't wait to, I can't see what's going on. Me neither, says the Prime Minister. And they're both grunting and pushing up against each other. Yujiro's feet have reached some type of border, like a sumo ring. Wow. Yujiro immediately pushed back from the edge of that ring and sent Baki right back through that glass pane. Ooh, they broke the walls. Man. So now they're pushing back and forth. Either that or they've come to a complete stop because of it. Yujiro laughs. A fierce attack to open this battle, called I Can Walk on Broken Glass Without Getting Cut. Where did you learn that one, little Houdini? Paid $1 to a guy on the street to learn it? Baki pushes back on the ground. He's about to take back off. Wow, so Yujiro was talking to him in this position. Baki backs up extremely quickly, throws a left kick at him. Ooh, it looks like it connects. You see Yujiro's face like he's taking the kick. Okay, actually throws him into the wall. So I wonder if Yujiro could have dodged it or if he just decided to take that to see what it'd feel like. So Baki lands back on the ground, on his feet. Again, not getting cut. Goodness, and jumps back up, lands a double blade kick to Yujiro's throat, further indenting him through that wall. Actually kicked him through it. Goodness. Baki does a flip to regain his posture, and he's looking like he's excited. He can't believe it actually landed. Oh, wow. He sent Yujiro flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Goodness. Concrete walls. Wow. Nice stuff, boy. He is terrifying. Chapter 259. Urban Legends. Wow, so after Yujiro just compliments Baki's kick, Yujiro's hands have been in this position just welcoming Baki's attacks. It's almost like a hug. It's terrible. So he tackles Yujiro. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's continuing to push him through multiple walls. And let's just assess the damage from before. The sprinklers have broken. Yujiro's just smiling. He's giddy. Now seriously, where did you learn this? He got this from Oliva. His fight with Oliva. This is great. Making your muscle fibers turn into liquid. And without a minute's rest, turn that liquid into vapors. Switching back into solid matter with extreme tension, without losing flexibility or power in the process. So I wasn't talking about this technique. I was talking about him pushing his opponent through those walls like that. That just was reminiscent of his fight with Oliva. The overwhelming strength that you have achieved with this, it goes beyond what I have been anticipating. Countless talented men in the past have tried to master the art of extreme relaxation, some more successful than others, but none of them have surpassed the initial level of complete exhaustion, much less the state of absolute liquefaction that I have seen for the first time in my life. This technique, I'd like to know. Wow, so this is a great image, like having Baki like fully drawn, but just an outline of Yujiro. It makes Yujiro seem untouchable. Who was the one that taught it to you? Where did you find him? Goodness, so he doesn't. Oh, right, but Baki learned it from that cockroach, and Yujiro's expecting Baki to tell him of a person. Baki. Wow, and all he's done is lean forward and shown Baki this overwhelming strength, like he's already overpowered Baki just by leaning forward. He trained you well. Looks like he clasps his own hands. Oh my God. Is this a suplex? I wasn't a big wrestling fan. Leave a comment below. This is ridiculous. So he's about to look at he's looking at his heels. What flexibility. Like, you would think his back would be about to break, but I mean, everything he's done, being on his toes, his knees being bent, the way he's like leaned all the way back, and then his head, like he's looking like straight up to be able to look at his heels. Baki is in for some trouble. This is about to be the worst slam. Oh, okay, he didn't throw him directly into the ground. He threw him through some walls. Okay, that's still bad, but not as bad as the ground. In our everyday lives, there's a word that describes unique events and fantastical stories that may or may not have been true. An urban legend, such as the vast Tokugawa gold treasure hidden beneath Mount Akagi, that the moon landing was actually staged in a cinema studio. Tsuchinoko and Chupacabras, the Bunny Man Bridge, spirits and other ghosts, the Loch Ness Monster. People spread these stories on the internet, read them in parapsychology books, and then tell their friends about it. Almost any genre, activity, or topic has an incredible myth that is hard to tell apart from the truth. With the recent boom in popularity of Ultimate Fighting, martial arts fans also have their legends, but there's one that stands firmly above the rest. And I have to stop. We're going to continue very soon. There are a couple of you that are very intelligent to leave incredible comments. And I know you guys recognize this creature. I recognize it. Well, it reminds me of the creature from Full Metal Alchemist when that dad turned his daughter into some type of like chimera. So this came out before Full Metal Alchemist, right? So is this like a Japanese myth, like a tale? Like, is that something? Did somebody actually do this? Those of you that know or are down to research it, please leave a comment below. I'm very eager in knowing. This was a huge surprise. Have you heard about the strongest men in the world that are also father and son? Let me tell you, that movie that you saw is based on something real, but is super secret. Somewhere in Japan, there's an underground fighting arena that's controlled by the government. Masters and fighters from all over the world gather in this place to decide who's the best of the best in the fighting world. There are no weight classes, no time limits, no rounds either. It costs nothing to enter, and there aren't cash or prizes to earn. Come, fight, and win. The only undisputed rule of this fighting arena: only use your body as your weapon. But yeah, man, you can even kick them in the balls. So sick of that. Poke them in the eyes, and gross stuff like biting their fingers or other parts of their bodies. Of course, fighting without rules kills some guys, but it's nobody's fault. But guess what? The most incredible thing is that the best badass champion in this arena has never lost a fight there. We know who it is by the shoes. Or so I thought. Or maybe he just looks different. He's just a 17-year-old dude that's just short and skinny. He looks like he wouldn't kill a fly. But he's fighting for his dream, and someday he will get the final battle he always wanted. So that was him. He just looks different. There's only one man that this dude is afraid of. Imagine what kind of man that would be. Yeah, you're right. His own dad. Oh, wow. He's huge and super strong. He even has a tattoo of the devil smiling in his back. They call him the Ogre. Okay, so this is the theatrical rendition of Baki and Yujiro's life. He's so scary, the United States gave him all the money and respects he wants so he doesn't destroy them. No countries can even touch this guy. As much as the rumors spread like this, they all end in the same paragraph. These two guys are about to fight very soon. It's going to be the best battle ever. Chapter 260, Beyond the Wall. The thing that we have observed from men, any given day, they wake up, they take a look at themselves. Damn, I'm getting big. My arms are pretty powerful. Yeah, for sure. I just do like this. Hell yeah. And someone's trying to shadow box. If I just imagine a strong guy in front of me, inside this empty space, and one punch, yeah. Wow, I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I can do this. Just with my natural talent, I stand a chance in battle. So one day, he met the guy he was looking for. He faces the reality of the situation, the real sheer power and brute force from the men of the streets. Men of the dojo, men of the gym, a cold reality check on how strong you really are. In this case, he was an exception to the rule of common men. He was aware of the truth for as long as he can remember. What kind of truth? Yes, he knew for a fact that he was the strongest of the world without equal. Just like the lion, he doesn't need anybody to inform him that he's the predator. The man was aware of his amazing fighting potential, especially when the fiercest lion decided to run away from him. The day they crossed paths, experienced martial artists, then defeating different species, rendering weapons useless, crushing soldiers, overcoming the police forces. In the end, with all these feats, the army feared him. Men that controlled the strongest political factions of the world gave him the authority to listen and fulfill his wishes. The man that achieved all these feats used by the sheer force of his arms and formed that should be information that should be classified and of private nature suddenly found its way into the hands of youngsters worldwide. You gotta be kidding me. Reading a book entitled The Strongest Man Alive. Now winning a fight against 5 guys doesn't mean anything. Getting the fighting champion belt doesn't mean anything either. Now it means that you just walk to a site of power and overtake the government. just with pure physical strength, right? This is ridiculous. Somebody needs to draw a line to all this craziness. Say, if there was a Nobel Prize category for physical strength, the organizers wouldn't have to look any further. By unanimous decision, the recipient of this award will go to his hands. Sorry, guys. But even this man, someone screamed, he's not prepared for massive fame and glory. What? What the hell is going on around here? So they have an audience. Holy crap, that's him. Yeah, that's the Ogre. It's there. My gosh, he's huge, right? Hey, Ogre. And everybody's cheering at him. This is not happening. Like, this is not what he wants. Wow, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a nice 3 chapters of Baki, Son of Ogre. I am floored at the fact that they now have an audience that's like citywide. I can't believe someone leaked all that information. I wonder if Yujiro is just going to ignore them and just continue to fight. I'm pretty sure it won't bother Baki. But Yujiro should be used to an audience. I mean, he's always in the underground tournament and they always have an audience. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. There is a playlist in the description as well as at the end of the video if you'd like to catch up with us. We're completing Son of Ogre and then we're moving on to Baki Do Part 1.